I dedicate this song to all the men who have went through the Mercy House program in Hurley, Mississippi. I dedicate this song to you and to your families. God bless you. It was at a little front porch sale. She stopped to look around. She saw those two shoes, Sunday slippers, a bargain to be found. But her husband didn't know the Lord, so what good were they to him? But God said, just believe, you will receive. So she took him at his word. But time passed on and she wondered if she'd ever see the day he'd wear those two shoes, Sunday slippers, and to the church house make his way. Then it happened on one Sunday morn as she started out the door. He said, wait for me. She turned to see those two shoes walking across the floor, and it was picture perfect. And there were two shoes, a prayer and a promise God would keep to save the soul of the one who wore those two shoes on his feet. She held them as she prayed each day while the tears ran down her cheeks. There were two shoes, a prayer and a promise God would keep. And you know very well that God is good about keeping His promises. The preacher told of Calvary, of the old rugged cross, how that Jesus came and gave His life to save all the lost. Then He gave the invitation there, and she saw what brought a smile. She saw those two shoes, Sunday slippers, go running down the aisle, and it made Mama so happy. And there were two shoes, a prayer and a promise kept so sweet. God saved the soul of the one who wore those two shoes on his feet. He wore them as he prayed that day while the tears ran down his face. There were two shoes, a prayer and a sinner saved by grace. And there were two shoes, a prayer and a sinner saved by grace.